One more point about the Browns.
Yeah.
Because I've been thinking about this, and I wanted to ask Myles Garrett about it directly, and I got a chance to yesterday. But, and I think I've mentioned this on the show before.
What?
We start thinking about MVP.
Yeah.
Not Defensive Player of the Year.
Yeah. Yeah.
If the Browns win the division,
Right.
definitely if they're the top seed, he's got to get MVP votes. He's got to be on the ballot, the 5-person ballot, and maybe he's the winner. Maybe he's the first name down. If the Browns are the 1 seed in the AFC, because there's nobody else from that team that would deserve it, and he's the heart and soul of that team, and he's dominant. We haven't seen it since Lawrence Taylor in '86, and before that, it was Alan Page in '71.
Right.
On that track, it's overdue by about 5 or 6 years to happen again. No, more than that, because it was 15 years later. It's been 36 years. It's it's long overdue. What the hell am I talking about? My math is worse than usual. But I could make the case for him. And I asked him about that. And I said, hey, I'm a voter. Tell me why you're the MVP. He said, I don't care. I'm trying to win a Super Bowl. Anything else is cherries on top. I don't care about any of that. And that's the right attitude.
Yeah, it is. It is. It's a year that it's there to be had. I think it's fair to have the conversation as we go here. It's cool. One, we got a rookie that's in the MVP conversation, C.J. Stroud. I know we'll talk about him later. But, yeah, it's the best defense in football. He's by far the best player. He should have had a safety yesterday. That was a bad call by the referees. The ball did not get all the way across the goal line. So this was a bad call. Should have been reviewed by the NFL. Cleveland should have reviewed it nonetheless here. Pickett goes back on his own. He goes back into the end zone. It wasn't forward momentum. And the rule is the ball has to be completely out of the goal line.
Yep.
And that did not happen there. And we saw enough replays over and over to go, yeah, they dropped the ball on that one there. But his effect on the football game, whether it's been blocking field goals this year, it's the plays that we talk about, the plays up, that he doesn't get a stat for it. But you go, wow, he ruined that play for them. It's there this year. And we'll see where it goes. And I look at him, Micah Parsons, and then, of course, Tyreek Hill and A.J. Brown, to me, are 4 guys outside the quarterback realm where there's no quarterback taking that conversation, by the horns there this year, to where, it could be somebody else other than that.
And that's really the key. What quarterback, other than C.J. Stroud, could you look at and say he's really making the MVP case? Tua was, but
yesterday,
a little
threw a
shaky
bad
yesterday.
interception, had another interception dropped, fumbled the ball, right? I don't look at it and go, oh my gosh, Tua's carrying the team, right? Playing really good, I understand that. But as you hear me yelling on every Sunday, I don't know. You tell me who the most valuable player is on that offense. I think it's the guy that I see catching 5-yard passes and going go gadget legs and then running by everybody for 50 more yards, and Tyreek Hill.
He's got that move, too, where he gives up ground.
Goes
in order
backwards,
to get an opening,
hops,
and then takes off. Like let me just take a step back and see where you aren't,
right.
and that's where I'm going to go.
Exactly right.
We see a couple of MVP, 3 tonight in Patrick Mahomes, Jalen Hurts, and A.J. Brown. So a couple of quarterbacks getting a chance to get our attention and our approval tonight in what should be a big game. We'll talk about that coming up. One last thing about Myles Garrett, and I asked him about this because there was a moment where Kenny Pickett's helmet rolled off.
That's pretty good.
And it rolled over to Myles Garrett, who picked it up. And he said, when Broderick Jones came over to him, he said, if anybody shouldn't have that helmet, it's you.
Look at
and he says, hey, I'm just trying to be helpful. And you can see they were fine.
That's great.
He said, I'm just trying to be helpful.
That's good on Broderick Jones. He's a rookie that he knows the history there behind that whole moment.
If anybody shouldn't have this helmet, it's you.
We've seen what happens when you have this helmet. It's not good.
All right. So it was a great game. It was fun. And like I said, I thought the Steelers would win. I want them to win. I had my George Pickens jersey ready to go. Somebody's getting a nice Christmas gift. I don't know who, but I got my George Pickens jersey. And they embroider the signature at the bottom at this store.
Don't give it away. What are you talking about? You'll be back on the bandwagon next week, and you'll wear it then. Don't worry.
We'll see. I don't know. I got to revisit my second favorite team. Cleveland was close to where I grew up, too. They just stunk my entire life, and now they don't. Hi, it's Mike Florio. Thanks for watching PFT on YouTube. Hit subscribe for the latest news and analysis from Pro Football Talk.